Hello! Today we are going to be drawing the graph of a pattern. We're going to combine a bunch of things that we've already seen, and then we're going to draw a graph of it. So here we go. First thing you see over here, the nice similar pattern labeled figure 1, 2, 3. We've seen this before. Over here we have the nice input, output, and something new, ordered pairs. So we know how this works. Let's quickly run through this. The input are going to be the figures 1, 2, 3, 4. The output, how many there are in here. So 1 had 3, 2 had 5, 3 had 7, and 4 had 9. Now, here's where we start getting into some new stuff. We need to create ordered pairs from what we have here, from the input and the output. The input and the output can also be expressed as the x and the y. Okay, which will also correspond to the x and y axes. If you don't know what that is yet, don't worry, we'll get there. So, the ordered pairs. To make an ordered pair, it's really straightforward. You just need to do it in the right order every single time, and here's how you do. X always goes first. So, 1, 3, 2, 5, 3, 7, 4, 9. If you notice, X always went first. And that's the way it should be all the time. It never changes. Now that we have our ordered pairs, we are able to graph this, which is fantastic. And here we go. I have a nice little table for us to graph on down here. Nice little grid paper. Yes, you guys should be using grid paper as well. So, let's set this up. Here is one axis. Here is the second axis. Now, which one's which? Well, good question. This is the y. Y goes up and down. X goes left to right, or right to left. Okay? Now, we need to label, which we have. Now we need to put in our scale, which is the hardest part. Okay? It does cause some people some confusion, so I'm going to go pretty straightforward here and try and make it as easy as possible. The x-axis is already done for us in the sense that it is 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's just put it in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course we need to label this, and it is figure. Okay? And then over on the y-axis, a little bit different. We don't have perfect numbers there. It goes 3, 5, 7. We will not be starting at 3 because that causes problems. So we need to scale it. We need to make the scale consistent. So let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Nice and even, perfectly matched to the x. Good. We need to label this, and this was the pattern that we followed, or you can call it the output. It doesn't matter as long as it's labeled. Okay, so now we need to start graphing our points. Well, our first point was 1, 3. So we go down to the x-axis here, and we go over to the 1 and up 3. We put a point. The next one was 2, so we go over to 2 and up 5. The next one was over 3 and up 7. And the next one, over 4, up 9. So we have these nice little points on our graph. Now, the other thing we need to do is we need to label the points, 1, 3, and once again, x always goes first. 2, 5, 3, 7, and 4, 9. Now, there's another nice little pattern that you will notice. And you don't need to worry so much about it now, but at least you can recognize the pattern. And it should be, every time we do this, it goes over 1 and up 2. Over 1, up 2. Over 1, up 2. So, over 1, up 2. We should translate this as the input, this one here, input increases by 1, and the output increases by 3. Hopefully you can see that pattern. Alright, if there's nothing else, we will end it there. Okay, back it up. Sorry, I made a mistake here. It doesn't increase by 3. It increases by 2. Just make sure. I was looking at another example. Sorry. My mistake. Toodles.